very good morning to you all. I hope you guys are doing very well today and you're ready to start your day with me, Maha Maktoum, only on PTV World this morning. And today we have a wonderful show for you. I hope, before we get started, I hope wherever you guys have woken up, everything is good. And anyone across the globe, you guys are doing well and you're ready to start your day with us. If you are within Pakistan, if you are within the capital or in the neighboring areas, do you remember that there are some traffic issues? So if you have places to be, places to get to, appointments to meet, then you need to be giving yourself an extra of at least an hour at the moment. But hopefully these things will be resolved soon. We have a wonderful show lined up for you. We are highlighting the importance of Pakistan's role in the global society, the citizens' roles, and how we can bridge gaps and build bridges with other countries who we should be friends with, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of negativity within the world. There's a lot of tensions, especially within politically and socially, because of the political things. Everything is interlinked with each other. So we're going to be having shown how every aspect of the society or the community has an effect on how we perceive the world, how we perceive the people around us, and it has an effect on how we behave. But before we say what we're discussing, we have the top stories from Pakistan and around the world. So let's go take a look. The Economic Coordination Committee approves the proposal for refinancing of the loan for the Wabras Mills in upgradation project. Okay, moving on. President Mamoon Hussain has approved financial support to the local artists hailing from different parts of the country from the federal government's Artist Welfare Fund. Fantastic. We did a show on that yesterday as well. And political and business leaders from 40 countries will meet in Ashgabat in Turkmenistan today to discuss economic cooperations and ways of attracting private investment to Afghanistan. Wonderful. And Islamabad United head coach Dean Jones said in a press conference that Pakistan is a safe country and all international players are coming to Karachi for the final. That's wonderful. And the Met Office has predicted rain thunderstorms in various parts of the country from today as different parts of Balochistan received the first winter rain. And we will all welcome the rain, especially I know in cities that are suffering with smog. I can't get the words out today. Smog in Lahore, in Peshawar, in areas of Islamabad as well. So the rain is very much welcome. But let's go take a look at our public service message as well. Right, sorry, I have a bit of a throat infection. But the public service message is linked with our last news article. It is about the thunderstorms. As you noticed, it has been a dry cold at the moment, but it is getting much colder. As soon as the rain hits, the weather's going to take a complete, it's going to go full steam ahead towards the winter. So guys, do be careful. The sun is out. It does seem sunny, but make sure you wrap up warm. Try not to jump from the heat to the cold because it's not going to help your immune system and you won't be feeling well. So do look after yourselves because you need to be healthy in order to be productive. So that is our public service message. And I always feel that when Shahzad's not here, it's a continuous stream rather than a break within it. But we have a wonderful show lined up for you today and we must get on with that. Basically, as I've mentioned in the beginning of the show, that we are discussing the importance of building bridges between nations and countries and communities and societies. Within Pakistan, there's a lot of people that are working on it from an individual level, community level, commercial level, business level, then obviously government level. But there are a lot of people who get into businesses and industries, and the image around that is that it's all about money, it's all about commercialization, it's all about marketing, etc. But these things have a knock-on effect in the societies. Having businesses, people aren't always sure about having international investments within the country or taking it out of the country, but it helps to bridge those bridges. You start seeing another country, you start seeing their products. And that's the only way Pakistan can also promote themselves and their products, by bridging gaps, getting their skills and their crafts and their foods exported. And there are places within Pakistan who are working on that. And one of those organizations, I'm not sure if it's an organization, but the Pakistan Business Center has been working on facilitating businesses and commercial activities since it's been established. We will be finding out the history about it from our guests as well. And these days they're working on the Pakistani-Kuwaiti relationship, about the businesses opportunities for Pakistanis there and vice versa. So we have a wonderful topic lined up. We have lots of stuff to cover. So let me introduce to our wonderful guests, and we've got a wonderful panel here representing both sides of the coin today. We've been joined by Mr. Hafiz Mohammed Shabir. He is the director of the Pakistan Business Center and Al Hafiz Group of Companies of Kuwait, and he is a coordinator for tourism of Pakistan and Kuwait. Assalamu alaikum, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Besides Mr. Hafiz Mohammed, we have been joined by Mr. Abdul Rasul Sarkho. He is a Kuwaiti businessman, and he is here to show the opportunities within Pakistan. Assalamu alaikum, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Besides Mr. Abdul Rasul Sarkho, we've been joined by Mr. Abdullah Al Salman, who is also other representative of the Kuwaiti business area within that. Thank you so much for joining us. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you so much. Good morning.
Besides Mr. Abdullah Al Salman, we've been joined by Raja Zafar Iqbal. He is the senior manager of the Pakistan Business Center, Kuwait. Assalamu alaikum, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Hafiz, we're going to start with you. Can you tell us a little bit about the Pakistan Business Center?
Great. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Actually, Pakistan Business Center, the idea was floated when I was appointed advisory council member of Pakistan from overseas in 2013.
Right.
So one of the tasks was to improve the export of Pakistan toward Kuwait.
Yes.
So we decided to have an commercial entities where we can talk about officially, commercially. So we got open ground to start promoting Made in Pakistan in Kuwait market under the umbrella of Pakistan Business Center.
Yeah.
There was a lot of other community those were supporting just for the sake of country. So Pakistan Business Center team like Raja Zafar Iqbal, marketing manager, and our business development manager Muhammad Nawaz and other team. So I was of course supporting. I was having another task also, but my three task was STC, that social tie with Kuwait, and tourism. And commercial ties.
Okay.
So these was the major tasks. So we established the teams under help desk for Pakistani community in Kuwait, where I was supporting local community to hear their problems and to provide the solutions at Kuwait level, if not possible. So we transferred to overseas Pakistani ministry. Then, of course, we tried our best to solve the problems of Pakistani community staying over there. Some other things we managed giving upgrade to the people those are working already in Kuwait. So some sort of trainings, upgrade their jobs, and lot of other things that we did.
Okay,
So
wonderful.
between 3 years that what I did, we tried to promote each and everything like mobilization in Pakistani community. So we set around 30 media teams. Those are very active now and serving free for the countrymen. So this was the major step taken by us, that media was very active and till today is very active. Even any small change in local law, people were not knowing before. So now, even it comes in newspapers, so our whole 115,000 people, they know within 1 hour or 1 day, depends on how people are attached with the media. So another part that's social ties that we tried our best. I came on Kuwait TV many times and other community.
Yeah.
So
We'll go into all the work that's been going on through the PBC in order to improve the relationships. But let me move on to Mr. Abdul here. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Pakistan.
Thank you, the PTV,
Thank you.
to give this opportunity to keep in touch with the Pakistani people.
Great. No, and it's wonderful to have you here to discuss about the situation. So, the PBC helps the relations for businessmen, business situation within Kuwait. How important was it to have an entity or have entities like this in order to improve let's start with the business relations of businessmen from either countries?
Actually, the business between Kuwait and Pakistan since dipped in the history, not from now.
Yes.
But as usual, as a human being, we want to improve
Right.
this business, especially with Pakistan. With Kuwaitis, we feel that great that we have a very well-known country as Pakistan. And Pakistan, from nail to missile, they have everything. And we have infrastructure for that. With the coordination with Mr. Hafiz organization, we tried together to make like memorandum to how we start to get back for Kuwaitis to get back again to Pakistan.
Okay.
Because there is a lot of field that Kuwaitis, they don't know it is available, or it is like heaven of investment, we can say that like that. And the opportunities is a lot. Actually, we started with Mr. Hafiz since 2015 for Expo, and this year. And but this year, after improved with his homework, with us as an organization in Kuwait, it was very good homework that with the social in Kuwait to improve the business more than 50% of the improvement, which is something great.
Yes.
And this is what it is our goal to reach. So on a step on, so we came this year, and we started with in Karachi in Expo.
Right.
Then we met a lot of companies, and we have great time there. Then we shifted to Lahore, also the same, but it's much more.
Okay.
And it was very, very positive.
Okay.
And there is something, it was unique in the world that we met there, which is it gives security for the investor to come in. Now, today, this is the first day, and we are in the PTV.
Yes, exactly.
That we keep in touch.
Okay, that's wonderful, and it seems to be a very productive trip for you so far. Excellent.
Yes.
So before I move on to Mr. Mr. Abdullah, I want to just ask Raja Zafar. As we've had Mr. Abdul just highlight that the business, the positive increase of the business relations by 50%, etc., also was due to the fact that the research and the homework was also done regarding the social aspects and the cultures and the sensibilities. How important do you think it is in order to reciprocate that relationship within Pakistan as well?
First of all, I would like to thank Pakistan Television and Ms. Maha for providing us this kind of opportunity that we all can convey our message to our people and let them know what Pakistan Business Center is doing.
Yeah.
I would like to take a start from Mr. Hafiz. That was the concept of Mr. Hafiz to bring something for Pakistan. I still remember my appointment was on behalf of one statement when he said that the green passport has given us a lot. Now there is a time to return something back to Pakistan. That was the concept of Pakistan Business Center, which was totally from Mr. Hafiz Muhammad Shabbir. And it was really needed, an important factor for Pakistani trade toward Kuwait. And since Pakistan Business Center has been established, we are achieving, alhamdulillah, very nice and good achievements. There's a big history of Pakistan Business Center, which I think your program is not going to be enough to talk about.
No, I briefly touched upon it, but we don't want to get into the history. We want to get into all the things that it's achieved, because we can find out the history, that's great, but let's talk about the things that it's achieved so far. So now, so for example, as Mr. Hafiz already mentioned, it was to assist the businessmen and the businesses within Kuwait as well, and to help the relations and hear their problems out, because there's almost, back then there was almost 120,000 Pakistanis residing in Kuwait, if I'm not mistaken. But since then, the positive impacts that it's had in the region over there, in the country over there, has brought our businessmen, our guests here today. They've gone to Karachi, they've gone to Lahore, now they're sitting on PTV. But how are we going to reciprocate the positivity of, your work in Kuwait with the business
Yeah.
world in Pakistan for our Kuwaiti guests?
As per our part, we are in Kuwait. We are doing very well under the umbrella of Pakistan Business Center.
Yes.
But we need lots of support from Pakistani government also.
Right.
There are many things. There are many things when we are going to work for a relationship between Kuwait and Pakistan, enhancement image of Pakistan. So we need a big support from our government also.
Okay.
And Pakistan Embassy is always on board with us, and we also working with them nicely. But still, we need a lots of support from government of Pakistan to make it more stronger.
Okay, wonderful. Now, let me come back to Mr. Hafiz. I was just, when we were going through your profile yesterday and the work that is being done, because you need these middlemen, you need people to provide the connections, also the support, and also hear out the problems, and then relay them back to the concerned parties. But when you look at the businesses or the products, are you guys particularly focusing on certain types? Like, I read you're focusing on mangoes, the promotion of mangoes, or if I'm not mistaken, and then the arts and the crafts. So what are you focusing on? Because that will have the social impact that you were also talking about earlier, correct?
Yeah, actually, the Pakistan Business Center is a concept of made in Pakistan.
Yes.
When
which
we
you
talk
mentioned.
about made in Pakistan, so everything is there. Priority based, what we took, that mango is the first fruit of Pakistan that there has no competition in the world. So we started from this. Then second level, what we do, all those companies, those are having their product and certified from international health certifications or food, depends on what kind of certification required for that product. If they carry that certification, so we take them on board first.
Okay.
Because we don't find any problem and approval of local municipality,
Okay.
health safety or other things.
Yeah.
So it goes very smoothly and we get approved immediately. Because in Kuwait, it is not easy to get in food product.
Okay.
They have lot of
Okay.
tests in that. So we decide only those companies should come up first that are very easy to handle,
Okay.
to get processed approvals, everything. Then we take in the market. It's a brand. It goes immediately. So our Pakistan Business Center team, what it does, try to make ties between both parties. If it goes well, fine. If there is any hurdle of quality issue or some payment issues are come or some variety of material selection issue comes, so Pakistan Business Center team comes in.
Okay.
So we facilitate.
All right.
We provide them the total solution. Let us say the last solution is the payment, and another last issue is the after payment. The product quality is going to be accurate,
Yes.
and
quality control.
time is accurate as given time frame. So Pakistan Business Center ensure with the Pakistani companies to make sure that the quality and time should be covered within the mentioned time in LC or in contract.
Wonderful.
So this is the real support to increase the export from Pakistan toward Kuwait.
Okay.
And thanks God, it's very important to say, government of Kuwait released the figures. Of course, it was a joint venture of commercial attaché of Pakistan in Kuwait and Pakistan Business Center, Pakistan Business Council, many other peoples of Pakistan, those are staying there. So in 3 years, we got achieved 49.7% increase
Yes.
of trade from Pakistan toward Kuwait. And this was a great achievement for us that we are now thinking to go it for up to 100%.
Wow, that's
Yes,
okay.
and,
That's
and there is a margin in Kuwait market.
Okay.
Acceptance of Pakistani product, there is
there's
still
the
margin. So
Okay, and I'm going to move on to Mr. Abdullah, and I'm going to ask him. So the market for Pakistani products in the last 3 years has gone up by 49%. What is how is that happening?
أول شيء صباح الخير باكستان. and first of all باكستان زندباد. السوق الباكستاني بالأول كان بسيط جدا عندنا، ولكن بدخول سيد حافظ للسوق ما شاء الله السوق قاعد يصير قوي وفي منتجات أكثر وأكثر، ونتمنى أن المنتجات تصير أكثر وبأعلى المراكز والمراتب. يعني احنا عندنا جمعيات ما كان عندنا في برودكت من باكستان، ولكن الحين ما شاء الله البضائع الباكستانية قاعد تغزو السوق عندنا. ونتمنى تصير فاسيلتي من باكستان انه يعطونا امور اكثر، بضاعه اكثر، اشياء اكثر، اشياء اورجانيك، كل شيء يكون مرتب بمرتب، واكثر من هذا بعد ما في شيء. وكل الشكر لكم.
Yeah, as he said, good morning to Pakistan and thanks to PTV. Before Pakistan Business Center start, there was very few product in Kuwait market, as there was a big demand of Pakistani product because the rest of all Asian countries are having huge market share. So when we started, so they welcomed us, and there was a huge space for Pakistani products. And after our efforts and their cooperation and coordination, we got successful to having such a big share in Kuwait market, and they are still thinking to go it further because Pakistani product in quality wise is really not less than anybody in this region.
That's
So,
wonderful.
so it's a beating
Yeah.
in price, in quality, and other support that we are giving. Like Kuwait Pakistanis are having same trend, same food style, living style. So even if you look at same faces, so we have a lot of things that even speaking Arabic together. So they love to talk to us instead of other Asian countries. They will ensure by saying this thing that what I said right now. So this is the main reason that we got in immediately, and we have the relations now. Further.
Okay. Yep, wonderful. And also I'll ask Mr. Abdul as well. You know, the products for you accepted Pakistani products. There's the market there. There's the similarities, and it's building even the cultural and the social
Correct.
as having an effect on that. But what about? Have you felt that same feeling within Pakistan? You said you went to Karachi and Lahore, but do you think that going forward that this is something that is sustainable and we need the things that you have in Kuwait over here?
This is what we are here in
To see,
Pakistan.
yes.
Just to make this relationship stronger and stronger,
Okay.
and shoulder by shoulder, hand to hand, with the organization, with Mr. Hafiz. As we said, we want to improve this,
Okay.
to make it. We have the infrastructure, and infrastructure is strong, and we improve this. Mr. Hafiz now, he is half Kuwaiti, half Pakistani. So the customer behavior in Kuwait is totally different than others,
Okay.
to tell you the truth, because we have a lot of opportunity that we get the items and goods from outside of Kuwait, from different areas. But the quality of the item and the quality of business, because what we saw before 3 years until now, it's amazing.
Yes.
It's something wonderful.
Yes.
And the opportunity for investor to make a Pakistan heaven of investment. Now it's well secured. This is what the investor they need, and well secured and as a security, well secured as a how the money get back, well secured with the quality of the item.
Okay.
This is really what we saw in the factories, what we visited in Karachi, in Lahore.
Excellent.
It's marvelous.
Yeah, wonderful.
So just we want one step more, just to get back, and we would